Alright guys, so individual stocks here. Once again, these aren't recommendations. I'm not a certified financial analyst or advisor. So ABR is kind of like an MFA. Interesting chart here. I mean, this one's beaten down from 15s, and then you got into the single digits there, 4s. These are going to continue to be day trader specials with the energy they have back here, firing into the upside. I ran a little bit of Fibonacci, but I didn't go to the top to the bottom here. But I started on the top of the one of the levels, looking further back. I'll show you what I was looking at. Let me see if I can pull it back up, and I'll show you. So bear with me here because we got a little bit of time before the open. Let me look at the time frame on the daily and see if I can pull this back. And what I did was I ran a line from a baseline channel that goes way back, right in this little equilibrium area here, and that's where I started the top of my Fibonacci at. So a little bit different than traditional analysis. So I think this is an interesting one. If we get it around 590, once again, start to let these things form out during the day. Small positions for rebounds, obviously, is what I'm looking at. The 588, 590 fib retracement from this area that we just showed to the bottom is an interesting. It's also kind of where it made the retest and then push through. So a couple numbers line up, not only the fib, but some technical short term on a V pattern or a W pattern breaking out to the right side, or reverse head and shoulders. 590-ish on ABR. I think you're still going to see energy in ABR and MFA and stuff like that for day traders that are playing this rebound. So interesting one, ABR. Let's keep an eye on that, and let's take a look at UVXY. I sold the remainder that I had in pre-market is a little bit higher than where I sold at, but I don't like to hold that for too long. So let's see if we can get a 10-day on that and kind of figure out where the channels are, if it's anything interesting. Probably not. On the minute chart, this thing gets all wonky. These are old channels that I drew, and you can see how they kind of work. It's interesting, you know. Look at that. The bottom in pre-market is actually the top of that channel there. We were actually buying some yesterday at 58.88, I think, and we were looking for a run at the end of the day up into this channel. So looks like we're getting it now, aftermarket. Where can this go to? We're at 67 right now. I'd have to go a little further back and see. It's got like an interesting little channel going on here, but I still really don't think this is the instrument to use in the pullback, because believe it or not, I think the pullback should be a little bit more contained here with respect to velocity. And let's see what kind of channel we get out of this. I mean, it's probably got a little bit more juice in it. It probably fails if you get up there around 70 and a half, unless the market comes unraveled. That's where I'd say your top is 70.5, which puts you up on this channel right in here, depending on the time frame. Somewhere in here, which is also the pivot drop off here, the last before it really dropped back. 72 would be a big stretch, but I would say 70.5 on UVXY, unless we start to break down below 250 and change on SPY. But then again, you got to start reversing your thought into shorting it. That's my take so far. I'll keep you updated as the market goes on.